Oh. Hello there. We've got a Jedi, or as they're known, a Laser Knight. We're gonna see just how strong this new hero unit in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 is. And to start it off, we're gonna try to see how good he is at blocking bullets against some of these 18th century British redcoats. So he should be able to, like, deflect projectiles, right? That's kind of like a Jedi's strength, other than the fact that they can do stuff with their mind. Oh my god. Okay, so that was very fast. Now we're gonna keep scaling this up. Eventually we're gonna get to World War II soldiers, and we're gonna try it a lot. Now that was 10. Already we've not doubled, but 10 times it. What's the opposite of decimate? We didn't decimate anything. We like inverted the decimate. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, he's not able to block all of the bullets. Like, there is ketchup all over this man's bathrobe. So he's definitely taking shots. Now, if we slow this down and we press F, oh my god, look at the man. Yeah, he had to have been taking a couple shots here, right? But looking at his health, he's only lost 300 health. So clearly, he's able to either deflect or block majority of these incoming musket balls. And let's be honest, we want to deflect as many balls as possible. Especially when they're like 55 caliber bullets. I remember hearing that about musket balls. So Laser Knight just easily defeated, with not even half of his health gone. The Jedis are here. Now, just a quick aside, like, we've seen how damaging, how effective this guy is against ranged weaponry, but when you compare him to regular melee stuff, I guess it's easier to block musket balls than it is to block swords. But I guess a Jedi can still take on the might of the Roman Empire. But look at his health. He went down to 500. He lost 75% of his health against 100 Roman soldiers. So now what we want to do is test him against 1,000 redcoats. Now, luckily, there's no line of sights to stop them, and they're all able to fire at once or in short staccato unison formation. In fact, I'm not sure if that really makes sense. This is absolutely insane. With one sweep of his lightsaber, he's able to take out quite a few. However, the enemy, having only lost about 53 units, was able to take him down. But what if we multiplied the Jedis by 10? Would that be enough? These brave 10 Jedis, I would imagine they're all Jedi Knights. I don't see any, like, younglings or Padawans here. Although I'm pretty sure Mace Windu would say they're all Padawans, right? And then they would get mad and, you know, save the Emperor, and the Sith would take over the galaxy. Not a single one has fallen yet, and they are carving through this formation like butter. The enemy is just now passing 50% losses, and they've basically entirely decimated the rightward flank, leaving only the leftward flank. And there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 Jedis cutting through them, with 4 more on the way over. Wait a minute. My math sucks. There were 6 over here. I don't know. It looks like that, like, Jedis and lightsabers are sort of like a force multiplier in and of themselves. So the question is, do you think that 10 could take on 10,000? Like, not a single one died. So from 1,000 to 10,000. Look at this formation. I mean, let's be honest. Have you ever seen the Battle of Geonosis in the Star Wars movies? All those droids versus the Jedis? Like, this seems a little more daunting, especially if your numbers are, well, this, because you're not backed by the clone troopers. So, I mean, that's a lot of bullets. Now, nobody died off the first salvo, or even the follow-up shots, but the second salvo could... Okay, they survived the second salvo as well. They're just about to meet the enemy ranks here. Okay, the Jedis have lost a single soldier. So let's see what this looks like from above. Okay, they're down to 8. We're looking at the numbers in the upper right-hand corner to kind of keep track of this thing. There's pretty much almost always at least maybe 10 muskets being fired at any fraction of a second, it seems like. It almost looks like a freaking machine gun. So they did lose a decent amount, but relative to what they haven't even lost 10% of their numbers while eliminating via a revolutionary Order 66, the extermination of the Jedis here. But now what we want to do is turn it up a notch. If you haven't guessed it, like when you go to the beach, you don't normally see bunkers. Yes, we are in Normandy, one of the most heavily defended beaches, well, that there ever was. And it's mainly because of the Germans here. We have 10,000 German riflemen, but against them, we have almost 1,000 Jedi Knights charging across here. Now, I don't know if this is historically accurate. Was the beach really this long? I can't imagine that being so. Like, this is the biggest beach ever. This is like in the year 2100, after the world's changed its temperature by 4 degrees Celsius, and like, oh, never mind, that would be the opposite, right? We wouldn't have more beaches, we would have less. Never mind, this doesn't make any sense at all. So the Germans, they don't have the range just yet. But Hans and Fritz and all of their many clones are eyeing up these Jedis. What is this, like an algae farm? So here they are. Bullets are starting to fire, and let's see. Now the starting numbers are just under 10,000 and just under 1,000. 9921 and 985. For some odd reason, these guys are moving faster than the rest. That was very strange. I don't really have an explanation as to why. Everyone else is moving at the same speed. But these poor souls, these poor Jedi Knights at the beginning, just like, you know what? We're gonna get there. Now, none of them have died getting there. Actually, one fell right there. But they are starting to carve through the Germans very, very well. And we've got this big tomato splotch here. And now that the Jedis are here, I actually think they're gonna have a very, very easy time at destroying these Germans. But we gotta wait and find out. It's just a guess. I really would love to do like a Star Wars Clone Wars battle. Like, imagine being able to have like clones or droids attacking World War II faction on Normandy Beach. Look at this formation of Jedis. Now, they are about to run down here. I think at this point, the Jedis have only lost 15 guys. 15! And the enemy is already suffered over 50% casualties. This truly is, well, an epic battle. In terms of the sheer numbers, there's not too many video games that you can have 10,000 versus 1,000, or even hundreds of thousands versus hundreds of thousands. But UEBS 2 is able to do that. It sort of comes short in terms of like animations, but like, look at the scale of this thing. Now, if you guys do want to see more UEBS 2, leave your battle suggestions in the comments below, and pull the trigger on the like button so you can see more. Because this is not the end. We are going to put these Jedis into the ultimate test. They are going to have to take Normandy Beach against an even heavier defended position. The enemy is going to get armor. The enemy is going to get artillery. Because, I mean, 985 down to 966. This is not fair. At least if you're the Germans. But World War II Germany, they're kind of like the biggest bad guys in the history of the world, aren't they? There is an evil character called Juiceman. I don't know what he looks like, but this is who the Jedis are sent in to kill. Juiceman. All right, Juiceman, where are you? It's the Kool-Aid guy, except he's orange. What is going on with you? I don't know why that's a unit, but I do know it is a unit, and this is the position. They've got artillery on the high ground. They've got a impressive number of riflemen, but there are other defenses as well. We have shotgunners out front, and then to sort of represent the landmines, we've got submachine gunners out in the front using their Thompsons. So 1,000 Jedi, and we have exactly 1,000 because we didn't put them near a hole or, well, a bad Sarlacc pit. And they're going to have to run up and kill the evil Juiceman who's got his eyes on world domination. So once again, under this withering fire, they kind of move sort of slow. Now, are we getting any bullets? You're seeing bullets flying the other way, and that's probably from like the blocking by the lightsabers. But we're not seeing any incoming artillery rounds or rifle rounds or anything like that. Oh, some of these guys are taking damage from having the bullets reflect at them. So, Jedis, not a single loss so far. But every single one of these troops armed with Thompson submachine guns is getting cut to absolute ribbons. And apparently we've just triggered the guard mode for these shotgunners. It looked like, wait a minute, was that just me or were they moving when we were looking further out and now they're not? Wait a minute, the guys on the hill are moving too. I wonder why they're moving. I guess so they can, you know, get in a range and start shooting. So the Jedis made absolutely quick work of the initial beach defenders, and you can see the artillery rounds hitting them and actually starting to cause some casualties here, but Jedis are flying through the air as a result of, well, withering artillery fire. We still need a lot more World War II units to really flesh out the World War II faction. So the Jedis are taking losses, but if it's not enough, they just about cleave through the second line of defense. But those artillery rounds might be enough, especially if they hit high concentrations of Jedis. Like right here. Like, look at that. That could really slow them down. And they have a commanding view of the battlefield from up on this hill. This is something you would never see, right? But honestly, I think we've all wanted to see it. What would a Jedi D-Day look like? What would 1,000 Jedi versus 10,000 or even 100,000 World War II units look like? Well, it would look like this. It'd be absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought we could see through the bunkers. Look at that. Just lightsabers going through these bunkers. Oh my goodness. Oh, and these poor guys are like, oh yeah, we could totally stop these guys. Well, the enemy numbers are absolutely collapsing, and lightsabers are pretty dang effective against Sherman battle tanks. Can you imagine what this would look like if there were proper physics to see a lightsaber carving through a tank? Oh my god, that would be amazing. Now, the Jedi have lost quite a bunch of their men. They're down to lower than 25% of their starting numbers. However, the enemy forces are, well, they're getting down to the 1%. So I think it's very safe to say we know that the victors should be the Jedi. However, that may not necessarily be the case because this hill is an absolute strong point. Look at that guy getting knocked off. The Jedi somehow ended up over here. Like, they went up the hill and then back down it and are carving through these men. But this looks like a pretty strong spot. The artillery pieces might be able to hold them back. Can the tanks hold them back? I guess it really depends. I can't tell. No, these ones are definitely alive. They should be covered in oil instead of ketchup. Look at that, man. We started a tomato juice factory here in Normandy. Maybe that's what the Germans were protecting the whole time. Not Fortress Europe. This one's coming down to the wire. However, we do have a flanking force of Jedi sneaking up these trees right here. And they should be. This is the weaker side. Except for the fact that all of the Jedi on the other side were defeated. Oh my goodness. It looks like the tanks is all that they needed. Putting them on the high ground at this strategic position. And Juiceman's still alive. The Jedi are going to need some help here. The last of the Mohicans, the last one, where is he? He's dead. Well, we do have T-Rexes in here. Another one of the new units. Now look at them. You can actually, you can already see them pretty easily from the beach. These are like the prehistoric world's ATSTs. The prehistoric world tanks. Now, they're soaking up a lot of these bullets, but I'm wondering if they're going to go down a little bit too early, or if it's just going to give the Jedi just even more time to eat these guys. Look at this. Oh, the first T-Rex did drop. I think what we would need to do is move the T-Rexes further back and increase their numbers. That's going to be the plan here. That way we won't see so many die, and hopefully these guys are going to help break the tank line. Oh, man. Just gotta say, think about this. Jedis, T-Rexes. And you're this guy right here. You're just like a potato farmer from Iowa, and you're like, man, what the heck am I doing against Jedis and T-Rexes? Well, you joined the army, son. They said see the world? Well, you are. Just not for very much longer, because this is the most ridiculous battle in the history of battles. I mean, but none of us were there, right? At the dawn of time, you know, when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Maybe Jedis were there too. We don't know. Oh, wow. That, not a single unit. Not a single unit died of the attacking forces. They have 1,100. 1,000 Jedi, 100 T-Rexes. But the question is this army enough to beat the evil mastermind, Juiceman? Wait, is he yellow now and he was orange last time? Or am I losing my mind? All right, T-Rexes. We're starting to lose T-Rexes, but they're absorbing a lot of this fire. So I'm pretty certain that the numbers that are going to be attacking, well, they're going to be even better, right? It makes sense. They are giant bullet sponges. Gotta say, I would hate to be a T-Rex, though. You're such a big target. It'd be really easy to just get hit with, like, I don't know, 1,000 bullets. Oh, look at them just climb up these mountains. Oh, they're all getting wrecked, though. I wonder if a T-Rex, any of the T-Rexes are going to survive. I don't think so. I think what killed the dinosaurs, Mr. Freeze would say the Ice Age, but I'm going to say the Germans did it. The Germans killed all the dinosaurs, and it was kaput. All right, so now the Jedis are here. The artillery rounds are just shredding them and, well, launching them into space. Giving Elon Musk a run for his money here. Juiceman, I really hope that your days are numbered. What does this flank look like? Where is the breakthrough happening? Is there a breakthrough happening? Oh, this time they're moving up, and I think they might kill a decent amount of these tanks. Or at least that's what's gonna be required in order to kill Juiceman. Otherwise, we'll have to come up with some sort of an attack. A better attack to kill the evil Juiceman. I think I really underestimated the power of these tanks. Lightsabers should be able to carve through these things like butter. Jedi numbers are down to 256. Their concentrations seem to be on their left flank, the German right flank. I wouldn't say that their right flank is very good at all. What are these guys shooting at? There's nothing over here. Oh, there's a single Jedi. Oh, he got absolutely destroyed. They're down to 123. Yeah, we're going to need something more powerful to break these tanks. I remember at the time, it was like in World War II, they tricked the Germans into thinking where they were going to be attacked. So they moved their tanks away from the beaches and towards somewhere else. And this is kind of a situation of if the Germans were able to bring their Panthers, well, to conquer the Jedis and T-Rexes. A lot of possibilities, but this is the end of the battle. So if you guys do want to see more, pull the trigger on that like button and let me know what kind of battle we should have next. This kind of looks like a dinosaur.